All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium. Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 10-2 start. Here we go, here we go. Defense, defense.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
From the gun, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw is Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 43 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's get it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off play action. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Set. 19. Check 55 to Mike. They're going to need some stairs.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 3. Check 3. Check Topper. Ready.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Check 9.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, But we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now it's Watson, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Justin Houston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in the ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 40, Mike, 40. Here we go, deep, all day, defense, all day, all day. 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
From the midfield stretch, they look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, let's go. 56, Mike, 56.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Here's Watson. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch it.
Now Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
Alert!
Watson on third down, going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Evan Ingram His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Open man here, Neil Sterling, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Say, hey, Sam on. Hey, Zoom.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
To throw on second down. Herbert, and Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Anytime offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the first. He's got a first down and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check safety. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, Alpha. 45. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 45 is the mic. Blues down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Neil Sterling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Watson. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Watson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter what.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some space here. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. 28.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Watson. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Weapons.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Bend it.
Hurry, hurry.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Ready up. General West. Hey, hey, hey. High 7.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Head up.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Back to throw. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Let's go, baby.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let him know.
Throwing now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10, 5, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score, Chiefs 47, Texans 35. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. The throw taken in by Sims. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, 31. I got you. Mark 5.
Watson looks to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On first down, Herbert. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Screenplay. Johnson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Fair. Hey, team 6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Slam.
Look at me. Go. Hey, orbit. Check. Lucky. Let's go.
On fourth down, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Newsom. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
All day, just like that. Hey, check right.
On first down, Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me.